Hey guys, here is your full body workout for the week. For the warm up for this one, I want you to do 20 jumping jacks, 20 squats, and 20 soldier kicks. I'm sure you guys all know what those are. Soldier kicks, I like to do these opposite hand, opposite foot. Keep your legs as straight as possible for 20 to help get everything warmed up. Really bring your arms forward too to get everything stretched and going there. All right, after you get done with the warm up and you've stretched really good, we're gonna get into it. We've got 5 exercises we're gonna do 4 times through for a good little sweaty session today. You will need 2 dumbbells, 2 dumbbells, yes, and your bands. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is 20 dumbbell jacks. This is my ultimate favorite. Get your heart rate up and going. 1 dumbbell, at least 8 pound or more. If you have 2 5s, you can do 2 5s this way. 1 dumbbell though looks like this, so every time your hands go up, your feet go out. 1, you're gonna do 20 of these. If this is too much jumping, you can go 1, 2, 3 for 20, okay? So no big crazy science to it, you're just pushing this straight up. We don't want your arms to be out, your arms to be in here. 1, 2, okay, you're gonna do 20 of those. The next thing is a row with your leg elevated. Now you can do these down on the ground or on a bench or couch or whatever you've got, so I'll show you both ways. The first one I'll show you on the bench. I would like for you to use a heavier weight for this if you do have a heavier weight. 12, 15, or 20. Your back is a lot stronger than you think it is. Okay, so if you're on the bench, the leg that's gonna be down is the leg that's gonna have the weight on it, if that makes sense. So the weight's down, the arm's down. See, my back is straight. We don't want to be like this. We want to be nice and straight. You're going all the way down and rowing straight up, okay? If you can do this, and it's pretty easy, and you balance and you got the elbow coming right up to the side of your body, try to do it while you're holding this leg behind you up. So you're balancing here. You've got this leg up, your right leg up and squeeze, your glutes squeeze. Your back's still straight and you're pulling up like this. This is going to work your balance and your core even more, okay? So if you have a bench and you can do that on the bench, great, that'd be awesome. If you don't have a bench, you can do it down on the ground just the same. I'm down on this hand's down flat, this leg's, now if you're doing it on the ground, it's gonna look like this. So the leg that's, the side that has the weight on it, the leg's gonna be down on the ground kind of just the same. This leg, opposite leg is up squeezed, and you're going 1, 2, so doing it on the bench gives you more range of motion, but this is still gonna work. This glute you're squeezing, your core, and your back. So I don't want you to do them fast, I want you to do them slow. 1, 2, 1, 2. So you're really holding that dumbbell up there. We're gonna do 10 of those on each side. The next thing is gonna be a glute bridge tricep skull crusher. So you're gonna lay down, get your weight, heavier weight, 12 to 15 pounds if you got it. You're gonna lay down. We're gonna get a selfie stick in here. Okay, so my heels are close enough. This is where view, but I hope you can get the idea. Your heels are close enough that my fingertips can touch them, and my feet are my knees are shoulder length apart. I'll show you a different angle too. So you're gonna go up and squeeze, so you're nice and straight. We're not overarched or underarched. You're up straight, your arms are in. You're gonna come down for a skull crusher. Right here at your head, like I've said before, your elbows are tucked in. You're going up, back down. Push with your heels, glutes are squeezed. Come down for that tricep extension. 1, back down. So you're not doing this all at one time. Glutes up, triceps back. Okay, so let me see if I can show you a different view of what my feet kind of look like. I don't know if you can see or not. Shoulder length apart. In close enough I can feel my heels, pushing with all my weight on my heels up, glutes are squeezed, arms up, back touching kind of the top of my head, and back up and down, okay? So that is the skull crusher glute bridge. Next thing is a chest press with your legs up. I want you to use heavier weights for this. If you are around weight bench that has plates, like where you do the deadlifts and stuff, you get like a 20-pound plate and hold it and do this too if you don't have a heavy dumbbell. But either way, it's still gonna work. You wanna lay down flat on your back and the weights are in close to you, so my elbows are touching my side. My feet are held up, so it's a straight line this way, straight line this way. Keeping everything lined up and I'm working really hard to keep my feet up. So right now my core is already engaged. I've got my weights right beside me, and I've got my core nice and tight and engaged. I'm going straight up and straight down. So my arms are brushing my side every time. My core is tight and engaged. I can feel it working. I've got my feet up and it's helping me. Okay, now if it's too hard for you to hold your feet up, you can put them down and you can do it this way. But once you hold those feet up, it's actually helping you engage your core a lot more. So make sure your back is flat. Remember we talked about kind of get it nice and flat. Control your breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, we're gonna do 10 of those. The next thing is a burpee with a push-up. So don't get intimidated, okay? We all know how to do a burpee. You can do your burpee on the bench if you need to, but we're gonna do 10 of these. So you're gonna go do, for a burpee, you're gonna step out, you're gonna go down for a push-up, come back up, step in, and jump up. Now, if that's too much, you step back, go to your knees, push up, and, push up. When you do a push-up, remember everything goes. You're in a flat line. So many people do this. This is not a push-up. Think of it like a plank, a moving plank. Your butt's tight, your core's tight, and you're pushing down. Your whole body goes. Chest is touching the bench, and your butt is going forward too, not this. See, my butt is kind of just all stationary. You don't want to do that. You want to be just like this, okay? Then you do your push-up, you come in, jump up. Or you just do 1, 2, down, up, down, back up, 1. You want to make it harder, you go back up, okay? So if adding in the push-up there is too much, you can just do 10 burpees, then do the push-ups on your knees if you want to, but I don't want you to skip out on that part. Okay, the next thing is going to be our core, and you need your band for this. So get your bands. You don't absolutely have to have a band, but it does help make it a little harder, right? Okay, so I think I'm going to turn this way. And we're going to do band bicycles. So probably a yellow band or a blue band, or if you want to try it without the band first, you can. The first progression, of course, would be with no band. I've got this on my foot. I'm pulling it apart. It's not together. We don't want it to be like a limp. You want it to be pulled apart. And my knees are pulled apart. So I'm coming up 1, 2, 3, pulling against the band, pushing against the band, opposite elbow, opposite knee for 12. Okay? 12 of those. Now, if it's too hard to do it with the band, take the band off. 1, 2. So if you can't get that full range of motion, it's okay. Just raise your shoulder blade up as far as you can. I promise, once you start, it'll get easier, okay? The next thing I had was the banded Deadbugs. I love doing the Deadbugs. It's opposite hand, opposite foot. If you worked out with me ever before, I'm sure you've done. Okay, so I'm pushing on the band. I've got tension in the band. My knees are pulled apart, so it's making it harder. Got my hands up straight. Opposite hand, opposite foot, straight. Come back in slow. I don't want it to be like this. Okay, you want to look like you're an actual dying bug, right? Slow and easy. Down, 1, 2, back to home. All knees and arms are up straight. Down the next side. 1, 2, back up. 1, 2, back up. Okay, we're going to do 12 of these. 1, 2, back up. Obviously, you can take the band off and do it without the band as well. The next thing I wanted to show you was the heel drops. You do need a band for this. So I'm putting the band across the top of my heels, of my shoelaces, just like this. And I'm going to lay down, hold this dumbbell right here. I've got tension in the band. I'm going down with my heels, tapping and coming back up. Okay, so your heels are, your knees are pulling, your feet are pulling the band to have tension in it. You're going down slow and easy, dropping the heels. 1, 2, for 10. I mean, we're gonna do 12, sorry. For 12, okay? So those are just some simple things. Now, if you don't have a band, you can do those without the band. I don't think it's gonna be as effective because you're not working as hard, but trying to just let those heels fall down easy. Now, if that's too hard, you can go down and do one at a time. 1, 2, remember your back's flat on the ground. You're really thinking about your core doing all that work. All right, go get after it and have a good workout.